So today, chainsaw guy still back there going absolutely bonkers with his chainsaw. I want to talk a little bit about the Nux Loop Core pedal. See if you can see that bad boy. I've been using it for about a week now, just kind of testing it out and seeing what it do. It comes with a 9-volt battery, so you can power it that way. It comes with one already installed inside there, so that's kind of cool. Thank you, Nux. Maybe it's New X. I don't know. I'm gonna say Nux because it's fun to say. The specs go on. Here they are. What it doesn't say on the back is that it requires 300 milliamp output, so if you're using it with your existing power supply, you need 300 milliamp out. But this is basically like a poor man's Boss RC-3. So instead of paying 100 and, I don't know how much RC-3s cost, 160, 170, you're paying about 90 for this guy. So it's almost half the price, does pretty much all the same stuff, it's just different. I will say the little drum patterns that come with it are kind of cheesy sounding, they sound pretty cheap, but you know, that kind of gives it some character, and it's really, honestly, it's great to practice with. It's really good at automatically detecting what tempo to set itself at whenever you start the drum pattern up. It listens to what you've recorded and it sets the tempo based on that. It's got 99 user memory, so you can store 99 loops, up to 6 hours of recording time, I believe. Yeah. Let me show you really quick, actually, what using it looks like. Sorry if it's so bright in here. Here is the Nux Loop Core pedal. As you can see, it's got stereo outs. If you just want to do mono, just do out L, and that also powers the pedal on when something's plugged into out left. You've got your volume knobs. It's just like one knob stacked on top of itself. The center one being your rhythm volume, and the outer one being your loop volume. You've got your phrase cycle buttons right here, so you can go through your phrases, and there's 99 of them. As you can see on number 1, it's got a little dot right after the 1. That means I have something on there. Number 2 has nothing. That means it's free. Going up, we've got our tap tempo button, which I'll show you here in a second. Rhythm starts off with the default metronome rhythm for playing with or for having it go back over whatever you've recorded. And then tap tempo changes the tempo of that. So let's listen to, and then I'll press tap tempo. And get it going whatever tempo I want that way. Or if you record something and then just start the rhythm, it does its best to pick up what the tempo is of your riff, and it just goes on top of that. If you want to change what sound it's doing, what beat it's doing, you just hold down the rhythm button, and it kicks it into your selection, and you press your phrase button to go through the different beats. Then you just press rhythm again and it picks that one. But see what I mean? What I said earlier, the beats are a little cheesy sounding. I'm sure the ones on the RC-3 are a little bit higher quality. But for practicing, it's perfect. And I'm sure live, some people will maybe be into that. So who knows? Going up from there, we've got our stop modes button. So it changes the way that it stops whenever you double tap the pedal to stop your loop. So the default is when you double tap, it immediately just shuts off and shuts your loop off. Stop mode, you can change it to where it finishes the phrase and then stops, or you can change it where it fades out. Those are the 3 different kinds of stop modes that you've got. So this button right here helps you pick between the 3. This is your save and delete memory button. So you hit once and it starts blinking to save what you've got, and then you hit it again and it locks it in. Or you hold it down and it starts blinking and you press it again and it deletes it. So it says right here save, and then highlighted is delete. So I'll just give a quick demonstration of what it looks like to record something and loop it. So there's the default stop right there. And then we can change the stop to let it finish. So let's try that. So then it finishes out. And let's change it to fade, which says FA, and try that out. So it just slowly fades out and then stops, which usually takes about one cycle through of your phrase to fade completely out. So let's say I really like that thing for whatever reason and I want to save that and come back to it later and add a rhythm section or something like that to it. I'll hit save, save. Now it's got the little dot after the 2, and I can cycle through my phrases and I know that I've got something saved there because of that little dot. So that's just a quick look at the Nux Loop Core. If you guys want to check it out, I will link it in the description, and you can buy it or do whatever you want. So that was just a quick little look at the Nux Loop Core. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like this video, give it a like, and stay tuned for more music gear stuff reviews. So let me know in the comments what you want me to do next. I've got that snakebite reverb you may have seen earlier. I was thinking about doing a video on that because it's a pretty cheap reverb you can pick up from a company called like K-Line or K-Lean or something. They have a little musical note in lieu of the letter that's supposed to be in the middle, so I don't know, K something ein, could be K9, I have no idea. Seriously, this new lighting setup, I feel like the sun is right here.